very blessed that day. You know, they all got a meal that day, so the party was on, you know. It was a Fish Fry Day, and, you know, Jesus said, "Pretty great party on," you know. They all went home happy, and each went on the way. But on the way, with these four guys, Simon had a brother with them. It's in some of the other chapters talk about his brother Andrew. So four of them went with them. But I can only imagine there was more than just four. Because Luke was there, and he wrote a terrific story, but all the other ones didn't read but 2 or 3 verses about this fishing trip. He wrote 11 verses. So, you know, he was kind of like sitting on the sideline checking everything out, you know. And if anybody knows anything about this guy, Luke, he was a doctor. And if you know anything about doctors, oh man, they want everything improved, you know. There's got to be a draft, there's got to be, you know, they've got to have blood tested, this tested, that tested, every kind of test is done before they're going to even believe him. But, you know, Luke was probably there the night before, and he thinks, boy, there's just several different incidents here happening that just no possible way that this can happen. I got to follow this guy, you know. I got to check some more of this stuff out. You know, this guy is just, things are happening out of the law of gravity, out of the law of this and all of that. So, you know, Dr. Luke followed him. So, you know, the story goes on, you know. Well, this is where it comes down to, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me now. There was a day, you know, one day, I was sitting, it was not December the 10th, and I was sitting, you know, and I was listening, and there was this voice, you know, going on inside of me. He was checking it out, and it was telling me things like, you ain't never been honest. You ain't never been good. You know, look at you. You're a disgrace. You know, and all I was thinking about was another beer, another fix, you know, another run. Didn't have any money, you know. I was thinking about things like where we're going to get the money. I was thinking about what could I sell. You know, I was thinking about all kinds of things that day. You know, and I existed that day. I really did. And that day, you know, that voice told me something that was so truthful. It told me all the truth to myself. And with all that truth to myself, it was so hard to recognize that I couldn't even do anything anymore. So I kind of broke down, you know. There was nobody around. I didn't know what to do, but, you know, I've heard, you know, I had this book, covered years. You know, I heard about Jesus, and then I realized what it was. I was hearing the truth, the real truth of life, the real truth. And it was a very stunning moment for me, you know. From that day on, I feel like I've been like this fisherman. You know, I've had this series of different counseling back in the very beginning, from rehabilitation from things. You know, I've spoken in prisons, I've spoken in different places. I mean, I've been far away, about 56 miles from here, and spoken to other recovery addicts and alcoholics, and just different people. I do a lot of that kind of stuff. You know, I keep myself very active in that area, not only because I got to keep seeing it. If I don't see it, I will return, and I'm so scared to return. But in the meantime, I have found that I need to come here. Because this is where I get my spirit fed. If I don't keep my spirit fed, I can't go to these other places. You know, you have to help me keep my head up, you know. Just all this kind of stuff goes on. So, you know, I've been very blessed lately, because I got all the time in the world. I don't even work right now. Kind of broke, but oh well. So all the time in the world has been, you know, very challenging. You know, I've been speaking all over, but I've been speaking more on testimony more than anything else. So I'll be taking the opportunity to preach a little bit right now. So, in closing, I want to read 2 verses. And it's out of Romans 10, 9 and 10. For if you tell others with your own mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord, and believe in your own heart that God has raised him from the dead, and you'll be saved. For by believing in his heart that man becomes right with God, and right with his mouth, and tell others of his faith, confirming salvation. Thank you.